I can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, it's nice to see Brick safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view, he should be crowned the King of Limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the King of Limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way.
He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the King of Limbo. Yeah, he had to visit enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we should be crowning him the King of Limbo. Take it away with you, baby. That's cool.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way. We've all had fun, you must agree. Even though interactively, but now we feel that Brick should be the King of Limbo. I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, the King of Limbo. I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, I do ups, I do be do ups, King of Limbo.
It's time to detox from the fucking monstrosity that's fucking Violet. I'm gonna play something that I actually enjoy, which is hilarious because if you asked me a couple months ago, I would have said no, I don't enjoy this. It's funny how a couple of months recontextualizes something to be completely different. I think that's probably my favorite part of it. But welcome. Hey, Ash, I saw your thing in the chat. YouTube chat seems to be working. I refreshed the chat bot, so hopefully the chat bot will work and not screw me over, because that would not be fun. But yeah, so I think really quickly, if I hop into Streamlabs, because I haven't played this since Violet came out, so my god, is it nice to see a game that has a nice, more or less steady frame rate. Man, it's nice, you know. It's whew, unbelievable to think that they could put out a game with a consistent frame rate. But anyway, shout out to Depth Charge 936 for the subscribe on YouTube.
I think we're kind of done for the day on.
There you
oh
go.
My God, what the fuck?
We're gonna do this for a limited amount of time, an unknown amount of time. Anyway, what was I doing in this game?
Oh my god, look at this fucking thing!
I think I was using Riolu to do something. I have no idea what. It's been so long, I don't even know. Let's go get our shiny of the stream. Ugh, I cannot believe I'm playing this game again. It feels like feels like water in the desert, man. Like, goddamn. It feels like finally some good food. Whew! Oh. Anyway, I have to record at some point. So I guess tomorrow I'm going to record a whole bunch, and then that'll be fun. Yeah, remember this game? This game is fun, dude. This game is great. They forgot about it. I didn't. I don't know why. I just attached to this game. I think part of it is the Sinnoh charm. Because I liked Sinnoh. That was like the second generation I really got into, and I really did stuff for. So I kind of just like Sinnoh on some deeper level, I guess. It's a nice place. It seems like it's a good region. Got a lot of good stuff going on. What the fuck was that noise? It sounded like a harp. I know it's the Roserade. I've never heard the harp part of it before. This is nice. This is shiny hunting at its peak, okay? I actually did get a shiny today. I showed it off in the Discord. I got a shiny Tinkatuff. So I basically just kind of was fucking around. I was okay. So I was in the middle of a massive rant, right? It was Toxic Me. Toxic Me came back today, 100%. But I was in the middle of like this massive fucking rant, right? And so what I was saying to myself is, okay, well, fine. Since none of these idiots are gonna actually, like, you know, play the raid and do the right thing, like, I'm just gonna have to take it on me to fucking do it. So I had to go get a Wigglytuff, right? I had to go get a Wigglytuff. I leveled up the Wigglytuff, and that's how I cleared the raid. It took me an hour and a half, right? Because, you know, it's a long story. Like, normally you use a Azumarill to kind of cheese through most things in this game, and that's fine. But, like, not everyone can play Azumarill, right? Like, somebody has to be a tank. Somebody has to play the support role, right? And I just think that average Pokemon players can't conceptualize these things. I think most Pokemon players, when they pick up a Pokemon game, they only learn the type matchups. They learn maybe this move has a bigger base power than the other move. And that's it. And that would be fine. But that's why raids in almost any game have, like, gear score, you know, requirements, light level, whatever. Because that way the people that are willing to invest the time to get higher gear score, higher light level, probably are the people who are willing to learn more about the game in question. So because they will learn, more, they're more likely to understand and interact with the gameplay mechanics. Whereas in Pokemon, I mean, let's be honest here, the average Pokemon player is probably... I'm being nice here because I was not being nice a few hours ago. They're probably not very experienced gamers. I'm going to use that phrasing. They're probably pretty fucking bad at video games for the most part. Now again, there's probably tons of them that aren't. You know, but that's why, like, they had a little bit of difficulty in a Pokemon raid, and all of a sudden everything about the game doesn't work. Let alone the fact that the menus lag, the raids are clusterfucks. You know, they're laggy, there's no set turn order, right? What it should be is it should be everyone picks a move, you know, they have a set amount of time to pick a move, and then they act, right? And then the turn plays out as normal, right? It should almost be like battling in this game, where everyone, you know, based on your speed, picks it, you know, has a set amount of actions per turn, right? Even if it's just one for the players, and then you go from there, right? That seems like a pretty fair, pretty straightforward system. And instead, they just make this clusterfuck of a system. It's a nightmare. It's terrible, and you know, it is what it is. And to think that this is one of those examples of, like, how did this become the better, more polished game than the one that comes out later? This is just another example of that, right? Same year, by the way. I know it feels like a lifetime ago, but this game came out in August, or I'm sorry, in January. Jesus, it'll be even worse. August was Xenoblade. No, Xenoblade was July. I'm sorry. Xenoblade came out in fucking July, okay? So, like, when I play this game and I'm like, well, you know, there's problems, obviously. I'm not going to pretend like all the problems disappeared just because I think that this game is inherently better than the new one. But, like, there's just something about it. I know I've been playing a lot of this game. To be fair, Scarlet was, like, the new stream game. I'm going to play more of it. But, like, once I get to a certain point in Scarlet, I'm, like, kind of done. Like, there's no reason to interact with the world. You know, nothing. I do what I need to do to get my Terra types. I think that the amount of shards you need to change a Pokemon's Terra type is way too high. It's like fucking 50. I think that the Eevee training to reduce your EVs is incredibly obnoxious. It's way too difficult and way too much effort. Like, they want you to grind, and then they don't even put in, like, mechanics to grind. Like, their version of grinding is, hey, you need a lot of berries, just spend the next, like, 20 years looking for berries. Like, no. Like, you already figured out a better system in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Why the fuck would you remove... It's just, that's why... it just inspires me to not want to play it, right? Even this game, to some varying degree, is kind of like, what do I really do on this game besides waste time? Like, nothing. So, yeah. A lot of... I just didn't stream Violet yesterday nor today, because I'm kind of tired of it. I'm burnt out. So I'll get to a point where I have the Pokemon I want to take to online, and then that'll be it, basically. And we're getting there. I mean, we're not there yet, but that's basically what it's going to boil down to, is I'm going to take the Pokemon I want to take online, and then that's it. I'll just be like, alright, well, do I want to play online today? No, and then that might just be it, and I'll just play this game instead. Because this game is a pure single-player experience, and that's one thing I like about it. There's no raids, there's no, like, you know, stupid shit. Oh, we got 2 good Pokemon this time, actually. Let's look for Zorua. No, let's look for Spheal. This is a tough call, honestly. Let's look for Spheal, and then we'll look for Zorua if we don't get one, and then after that, I'll just move forward. I kind of want to get a Spheal and not a Celio. Although, to be fair, Zorua is actually available in Violet. Not Hisuian, that'll come later with the Pokemon Home update, but yeah. Alpha, saw that. Those demonic eyes. But yeah, that's why I genuinely think this game is better, because it's designed as a single-player experience, you know? So, like, everything you do in this game, like, the trading almost feels like an afterthought, if you want my honest opinion. Like, the trading in this game feels like a last... Like, yeah, we have to have trading in a Pokemon game. Like, it's not required at all, you know? You guys gonna run? It's a shame, too, because Spheal isn't in this at all. It is in Violet. It's a damn shame, because, like I said, this is one of my favorite ice types. I love this Pokemon. That's why I like Emerald so much, because in Emerald, Pokemon will have the animations. They brought that back from Crystal, and they added back animations. They weren't as detailed as they would become in Gen 4, but, like, the system was there, you know what I mean? So, like, there was room for improvement, and obviously my god, did they fucking improve. That's one of the things that was lost in Gen 5 when they made, like, continuous animations. Like, Pokemon, like, I don't mind the continuous animations. I feel like the mixture should be somewhere in between the two, right? So, like, you come out, you do a cute little animation, and then you go back and you do another animation, you know? I feel like there's definitely an in-between that they could have walked. That's one of the things about Gen 5 that felt, like, so bland to me, was that it was just so, like, generic and typical. Like, there wasn't really anything going on in it. That's one of the reasons I didn't like Gen 5. It's like, you got rid of walking Pokemon, you got rid of, like, all the other stuff, you moved it super far away, and then, like, Triple Battles just felt like a very cheesy way of having, like, additional bullshit. And I don't hate them. I think that they should still have them. I just don't particularly like Triple Battles. I was not a fan of them. So in Black, they had rotation battles, I think it was. And in White, they had triple battles. And they were trying, right? Like, at the minimum, you could say they tried. They experimented with the formula to try to mix it up. I don't personally think it was amazing, but I also respect that they at least were willing to, like, you know, mess around with something that they hadn't really touched since 2003, right, with double battles. And even then, like, the double battles in Hoenn were good, but they're far from what I would say is, like, a major part of the game. The only Pokemon game that mandatorily, like, has non-stop double battles are the Ore games. That was, like, one of the main draws of the Ore games, is that, like, you have multiple people all duking it out with multiple Pokemon. Like, Coliseum, I think, as a story mode, has no single-player battles, period. There's none. Every fight in Coliseum is a double battle. XZ has a couple of single-player battles. Mostly the wild Pokemon and shit. Oh, before I do this, actually, let's see. Do we have an Eevee? No, we have an Ambipom. Oh, this is the Zorua. Wait, where's the Eevee spawn again? Oh, you don't sprint by clicking the left stick. Damn, that's gonna mess me up for life. I'm actually heartbroken. But yeah, I just think that, like, you need coordination in a raid like that Annihilate raid. Like, it's just too much. You need coordination, you need people to work together, you need a lot of things to happen that I just don't think the average Pokemon player understands. I think most people just understand type matchups. They don't look into things like nature, stats, IVs, EVs. Like, there's a lot of stuff under the hood that goes into anything in a Pokemon game, right? Like, in any game. And I just think that they, you know... don't bother. I mean, like, it's fine if you don't bother, but that's why you use item level, to gate out people who just don't bother and don't care. Because, like, my experience became worse because I had to play with shitters that had no fucking clue what they were doing. And that's frustrating to me. It's like in 14, like, I intentionally don't play with people that don't know what they're doing. Like, maybe back in the day when I was nice, I would do it, right? Because, you know, I don't want to be a complete asshole to people, right? Like, I'm pretty... Oh, fuck, I'm messing up. Hold on. I need to catch these. Whoops. Number caught at night, and I'm killing them. Alright, if we just run around for a bit, it'll become nighttime. See, it's sunset right now. There's a bunch of stupid asses just wasting time. It's like, dude, like, how many people are gonna run Sylveon into a raid where Sylveon is a special defender and the Pokemon we're fighting is a physical attacker? Like, come on. Like, you see, like, they just see, well, I'm the fairy type. Fairy types are good against dragon types. Dude, the Annihilate doesn't even have a dragon type move, which is also kind of a problem because, like, they have Pokemon that are intentionally picking different moves to counterpick the Pokemon you bring. And I think that that's, like, kind of dumb, right? Like, if you're playing a dragon-type raid, they probably should have a dragon-type move mandatorily, right? So that way, you know, there's a reason why you bring a fairy-type. Like, there was no reason to bring a fairy-type to a dragon-type Annihilate raid. Because, like, it doesn't know any dragon moves. You're actually better off bringing a normal type. But if you bring a normal type, it brings close combat. So that's why when I brought Wigglytuff, I had no problem. The minute I brought out Wigglytuff, I cleared the fight on the first attempt. Why? Because I just sat back, I used cheers, and I didn't do anything. And I let the 3 other Azumarils... Wow, that's some damn good eyesight. Anyway. I let the 3 other Azumarils just go to town? They're not making my life easy. This is very annoying. This is very annoying shit. This is why, like, I complain about every game having a fucking... Every game having a raid, you know? Every game has, like, this end-game co-op. You know, I think it's really bad. I think it's a bad gameplay decision for, like, most games. Most games are just not built for the player base to do that. I think Pokemon is no exception. I don't think the average Pokemon player can do a raid that involves any... Because either the raids will end up being too easy, or they'll end up being not easy enough. You know, like, I don't know. I just think that's... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to actually fight these things. Do I even have false swipe? Oh no, they're ghost type. It wouldn't even work anyway. How do I catch these? I have to sticky glob and catch them. This is gonna be such a waste of money, but I'll do it. And then the best part is it won't work. By the way, I went to a buffet and ate and weighed myself, weighed 260. Yeah, don't do that. That's kind of... That's like the opposite of what you should do, probably. Even if the food's good, that's the problem, is now you just gotta, you know, give up on the food you like a little bit. You don't have to never eat it, you just gotta eat it in pieces, basically. What I'm trying to do more of. Wait, that's it? There were like no Pokemon in this grouping at all. Wow, there were no Pokemon in that Zorua raid outbreak. I hate raids. I could have sworn that Zorua spawned here somewhere, but like, I don't want to waste any more time than I'm already am. Like, let's just leave. Oh, I guess what I should do is I should pick up all the bags while I'm here, in fairness. Even if I am a little salty. That's why, like, when you play a game like WoW or 14, even Destiny in the Division, right? Like, I just think that raiding requires a certain degree of... It requires a lot of things, right? Like, it requires a little bit of humility, right? I don't want to sound like I'm being a poet, right? But, you know, you got to be able to step back and say, like, listen, is what I'm doing correct? Am I wrong? Like, am I misunderstanding what I should be doing? You know, there's a lot of things. Like, and eventually, you know, I'm not like some god at 14 or something, right? But like, eventually, you know, you can do raids and you can chat about other stuff on stream because you know what you're doing and you know what you're missing out on. You know, like you begin to understand how the game plays, you know, what the variations on the fight are, stuff like that. Now, obviously, Pokemon raids aren't even a quarter of what the easiest Final Fantasy raid would be. But that's all the more reason why people should be able to stop and say, wait a minute, Sylveon is not good for this fight. I'm not a physical defense tank. Like, even Azumarill was kind of not a great pick. But you need Azumarill because Azumarill's broken in that game. Belly-Drum Azumarill is just stupidly strong. Like, if I go into a fire raid, or if I go into any, like, a fighting raid or something, Azumarill is just the fucking play. Because huge power... Oh, sorry, you a fucking alpha? Holy shit. Really? Oh, I'm too far. Man, I forgot I made a shit ton of money in this game, and now I have a ton of stuff. This is actually like coming back to a game when you've beaten it and done everything. Oh, great. Huh. Didn't stagger me. Okay. Anyway. This might be one of the more scarier looking alphas, honestly. Alright, let's do Poison Jet. I forget the damage in this game. We're gonna do a lot. Yeah. That's about all we need, actually. We don't need any more than that. Now he's gonna do a bunch of flying techniques. Or that. Oh, water is so good. Do I even need to do anything else? Probably, but I have enough items I can just throw Ultra Balls. I don't even want to hit him again. Oh, man. I forgot, there's no critical captures in this game. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, because like I play BDSP in all these other games, and there's just no criticals in this game at all. But that said, I think it's easier in general to catch Pokemon in this game, so... But yeah, I found a shiny today. I found a shiny Tinkatuff, and I was like... The only reason I knew it was shiny, it was because some idiot ran it into the raid, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's not a normal one, because I was like, oh, the hammer's supposed to be silver. It's basically the mallet. The mallet is like orange if it's shiny. Right, it's like bronze, it's like rusted or something. Is that a shiny? Dude, I swear my eyes are fucked up now. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. I was actually like, okay. Because I went to go catch a Spirit Tomb, and I turned around and there it was. I was like, wait a minute, what? That's not supposed to happen. So yeah, we're back in this game. I mean, like I said, I like this game because it's easy to get shinies in. Like, we've already set up everything. It's nice. It's a chill single-player game. I just feel good playing this game sometimes. Now, again, it doesn't have to be a good game. I just feel good playing it. I think those two things don't have to be linked, you know? I don't think you have to always play the best game in your library to have fun. In fact, quite frequently, I feel like sometimes it's cool to fuck around on games you really like, you know? And then to not play games you think are, like, the best of all time, right? Do you want me to play Metroid Fusion again? You want me to play Zero Mission? Alpha? So yeah. That's the thing about my streams, is like, I enjoy playing the games I enjoy playing. And I like doing that. Because if I wanted, I could just stream Violet all day. Oh, we just have to use Rock Smash a whole bunch, and I have to evolve it. Okay. Well, we'll do that. Like I said, I'm looking for, oh, I need to pick this up. I'm looking for, a shiny first, so we can get a shiny for the stream, and then we can move on from that. And then tomorrow I am going to play Fire Emblem. I won't play Final Fantasy. I'll play Final Fantasy on Tuesday, because I'm going to do the raid for it, then. And then, yeah, I'll push from that point onward. So yeah, no Final Fantasy on Sunday. The Useless Kid, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Hope things are going well. I think I lost it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, no Final Fantasy on Sunday. It's going to be on Tuesday. I caught 8 Pokemon. That was a pretty small Zoro outbreak, all things considered. There you go. We just have to catch 9 more, and then we're good. So, I'm fine with that. We didn't get a shiny from either of the events, but that's okay. I don't think I have either of those Pokemon Dex level perfect. I think that's like the goal of this stream, right? Is to get Dex level perfect on like a couple of different Pokemon. I mean, at this point, doing it on Riolu is kind of like meh, right? But like, especially since I just got 2 Shinies, 2 shiny Riolu without having it. Well, you know, it's worth doing. Why not? Dustox. I guess. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll do Dustox, and if we don't get anything out of it, we'll stay and we'll do this. I just now got another shiny Vulpix. I have 9 Ninetales and then 1 shiny Vulpix. Yeah, I actually got a shiny Ninetales. And then right over the hill in Cobalt, I caught a shiny Vulpix. That was... I love both of them. I think they're great shinies, so... I thought that was just... That was, like, one of the best... That was, I think, the most shinies I ever pulled out of an overworld without resetting it was 4. I think it was a massive mass, and just everything went really well. So I just had all the shinies I needed. They're great shinies. Absolutely. And honestly, it's really kind of sad. Like, I would love to use, like, a Alolan Vulpix in, Violet, but, like, that's not in the game, and again, it's just my usual rant, you know? I've gotten 2 shinies from a single MMO. Yeah, I've done that, I think, maybe 3 times. I did it once with Riolu, twice again with Riolu, and then I think, what was it, like a Duskull or something? I think it's happened to me 3 times without looking it up. I think Yanma did it as well. So maybe 3 or 4 times I've done that. It's really unlikely. Actually, wait, no, an MMO? Wait, what is it again? It's Mass Outbreak and Massive Mass. I forget if they were Massive Masses. It was probably a Mass Outbreak. It's rare, though. I mean, needless to say. That's why, like, I'm glad that, like, it's technically documented somewhere on my streams. It's very, very unlikely that you do it, though. I really like that. I wish I could clip more. I need to clip my own videos more so I could, like, archive it, because that's really, like, uniquely rare stuff. You gotta remember it for life, you know? It might never happen again. Although, theoretically, if you play this game long enough, it will happen again, right? I don't know. I just feel like this game was way more ambitious and has a lot more interesting and unique things about it. Like, obviously, it's not, like, breaking any, like, crazy stuff. I don't know. Like, having actually played Violet and not just watched Worcester play it, like, there's so many things I just wish were different and better. Like, it could be something as short as, like, removing the animations, or, like, having faster box loading, or shinies having that nice little, like, bling in the overworld. Things like that. I think that even, like, it's the small things about a game that adds up once you're, like, done with the story. You know, like, once you're in the post-game. Like, yeah, this game doesn't have an amazing post-game. It has, like, an hour of story, some side quests that are, like, basically enhanced battles where you have to use the legendaries, and that's it, right? Like, there's nothing, like, groundbreaking or earth-shattering in Legends Arceus, right? That hasn't been done in a dozen other games. But I like this game... Okay, it didn't run away. I like this game mostly because, like, it's a single-player experience, right? Like, I didn't have to trade with anyone to get all the Pokemon, right? Dex completion has an actual reason to do it. You know, you could tangibly see the effects of it. Once you're in that shiny hunting mood, it's really fun. Like, if you don't care about shinies, this game dies pretty quickly. I'll be the first to say, if you don't like shiny hunting, or if you don't care, then, yeah, I mean, there's not really much for you to do. Is that an Eevee? Yes, it is, but it's not shiny, unfortunately. What I wouldn't give for a shiny Eevee, like, again. I have 119 shinies. Let's say I play this game for totally not over 100. I might be at that level. I have, like, 5 or so boxes of shinies. Like, I've streamed every single session of this game I have ever played. And so, like, over the course of this year, right? Because, what are we at? Like, the 11th month anniversary of this game coming up. Like, I have more or less caught, like, maybe, like, I'm on box 5, maybe box 6. Some of them were traded, right? I don't count those, obviously, because, like, I think that most of them are illegitimate. But, like, it's cool. It's fun to have that. Now, not every shiny's great. That's why they're not all born equally. But, hey, like, I like that you could find shinies for basically every Pokemon in this game, except the legendaries. Admittedly, they don't let you shiny hunt the legendaries, but they let you shiny hunt everything else. As I said, the worst Pokemon to even find or shiny hunt or dex complete are going to be the fossils and anything that comes out of a tree. Those are by far and away the worst Pokemon to try to shiny hunt. Ow, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm at 160 hours. I don't know if you were here just like a few seconds, or a couple minutes ago. I'm at 160 hours. At 3-hour intervals, you know? Although, to be fair, some of my early streams of this game were like 7 fucking hours, which is nuts. Like I said, not every game I have to play has to be like God tier. I'll gladly play some lesser tier games if they're fun, feel rewarding and stuff. But I think now that the new games have come out, I think I'm going to shift a little bit off of Pokemon. Maybe like once a week I'll play this game as usual until I'm bored of it. And then after that, you know, maybe some Violet for multiplayer or something. And then after that, I mean, I think I'm pretty much set, you know? Like, I'll just play other stuff. I'll go back to Fire Emblem this week. Now that we're done with Pokemon Violet and stuff. Times you've seen it use poison powder? Can you use strong style poison powder? Do I have alpha shinies? Yes, I have an alpha. I have a couple. I'll show you when I get back to camp. I could go through my boxes real quick. But, for those Pokemon that I was telling you about when I pulled multiple out of one outbreak, I pulled an alpha shiny out of that Riolu event, the second one that I had, and I pulled an alpha Yanma right after pulling a normal Yanma. Pretty cool. It's you know, alpha shinies I'm not too hype on. I recognize that it's a rare thing to... Is that it? Damn, you really bulldozed through these events, huh? Okay, that didn't take long at all. Let's go grab the boxes and get out of here. Yeah, you kind of bulldoze through the events. I don't know. I stopped playing this game for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden it's like a brand new game to me. What the hell, man? But yeah, I mean, inevitably what will probably happen is that given enough time, assuming I don't lose my save data for this game, I will probably complete the decks. Now, will I do it all, like, non-stop playing this game for 2 years to do it? Probably not. I'll be the first to admit, probably we'll stop at some point. You know, I think that, like, Cherubi, Burmy, Wormadam, Cherubi, Cherum, Burmy, and Wormadam are going to be the worst. Even worse than legendaries, mind you. So, yeah, the only reason I didn't play this last week was because I was playing Violet, so... Which reminds me that completing a living dex on Violet is going to be so obnoxious. I might honestly hold it off until I get Scarlet, whenever that is, and just say, yeah, whatever, like... If I have to use my Golden Go, then I will. Oh, look at that low frame rate. And to think back then, I was like, yeah, this sucks. Look at how bad the frame rate is. And now that's just the whole game. It's crazy, man. That's literally just everything in fucking Violet. It's just a really low frame rate game. run around or some shit. Just kind of look for any shinies. It doesn't have to be anything special, you know. Even the Digital Foundry video was kind of like, yikes. Okay. Alright, let's leave. I'll show you my shiny boxes real quick. Oh, we have to talk to this dude. Because my boxes stay full on this game. So it all started back here. This is the first shiny I found was a Bidoof. It happened before the mandatory Ponyta. And then after that, I mean, this is actually a shiny alpha. The Alakazam I just passed, I found this shiny. And then after that, I mean, the rest is history. So, you know, all these are obviously, they're good. Like, there's obviously some W's here, right? Like, I got this shiny Samurott. This was apparently one of my earlier shinies. I think this was when they added the massive masses, right? Yeah, I think at this point they had added the massive mass outbreaks. And stuff like that. The first shiny I got in this game was Gibble and failed it and never saw it again. My condolences. Yeah, I found this thing and I had no Pokeballs. And that was actually when I found, like, you know, they play the little, like, a sound effect and the bling. I immediately was like, is that shiny? And it's cool because, like, inherently you know that it's different. And this game even has a quest to show you that shinies exist in this game. I really think that they want you to shiny hunt in this game, like, heavily. Like, the only complaint I have is the limited Pokedex makes it not very rewarding, right? Like, now, okay, these Bidoos I got from an event. It wasn't the same circle, but it was the same massive mass. There were two different outbreaks of Bidoof, and I got these two from different ones. These were the Riolus that I got. I don't even know what day was it, March? Yeah, May 13th. I pulled these two out the same event. And then later on, what is this, August? Yeah, in August I pulled an Alpha Yanma and a normal Yanma out of the same event again. And then two Dartrixes. I don't know if these were from the same event. I got these on the same day, though. So yeah, this is basically like most of the stuff I've... And yeah, this is where we are today. These are the last two I got. I pulled them out of the same event. This one's an Alpha. So yeah, you're all caught up. These are all the shinies I've got so far. And, I mean, you know, I say so far because it's cool to have so many, you know, to this point, right? Now, obviously, when Pokemon Home comes out, I'm probably going to dump a bunch of Pokemon that are compatible out of this game and into Violet. We'll see how much I fill up my boxes, honestly. And, yeah. Actually, before we go, should we just try to mop up now? Let's keep looking for shinies. And then we'll finish Riolu's thing. We'll keep looking for shinies. But yeah, that's why I'm doing Dex completion, because it drops the rate from 1 in 8... Oh, fuck, I should have these things on the screen. It's like 1 in 800 and something. It drops it... Oh shit, wall rain. It drops it down to 1 in 537, I think. I don't want to totally talk out of my ass. So let me pull it up. Let's see. I have a lot open. I wanted to make an Arceus tab, but I was like, dude, the Arceus tab is gonna have like 6 things in it, you know? Like, it's not gonna be very helpful. Okay. It drops it from 1 in 819 down to 1 in 585.57. I found countless random shinies only having them just Dex completed. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm doing it, because, like, when you're randomly running around and stuff, it's nice to just get a random, you know? I enjoy the randoms basically more than, like, the non-randoms, right? It's funny, because this is, like, one of the few games where they, like, brick wall you into a post-game, and I actually enjoy the post-game, you know? I actually enjoy doing shiny hunting. I feel like it's very fulfilling. When you succeed, it's very fulfilling. It makes you feel really good. Where the hell is it? There it is. You can't even see it. It's so bright. It's a nice feeling, you know? Because before this, I was doing shiny hunting on BDSP. I was doing poker radaring. But poker radaring is such a crapshoot. Like, I don't enjoy it, needless to say. Like, I don't think many people would enjoy getting to, like, 45 and then, like, losing. You know what I mean? Like, or getting to, like, 39 and the chain breaks. And now you have to sit around, like, wondering, well, damn. Like, you could probably stop at 39, right? Because it's 1 in 200 at that point. But, like, in order to get to these levels of odds that we have in this game, you have to go a little bit, like, further. And obviously that leads to problems, and then you don't get it, so. That's a good Pokemon to fight with. I'm on a hunt for Shiny Rotom and Shiny Voltorb. I wish you luck on the Shiny Rotom. I actually don't even know what that looks like. I know what Shiny Voltorb looks like. I have one of those, but I wish you the best of luck on that. Good luck. I'm on the hunt for Murkrow. It's funny because Murkrow's in every single game this gen, I think. And I could not find a shiny of it ever. It's like one of my favorite shinies is Purple Murkrow. Purple Murkrow, Purple Haunchkrow. And like, I still cannot get one. That's like one of the few shinies in this game from a Pokemon I won that I don't have at this point. How many do we only need to defeat? Oh, that's it. They only need to defeat 3. Ice Beam, Blizzard, Stun it with items. That's work. Still gonna fire it, by the way. Yep. I really do think that's a glitch. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Oops. No, other one. I'll buy more of these. I'm at the point where I don't really care about the money I spend, you know? It's not about the money, it's about the journey, am I right? It's a damn shame I can't import these into any game. They're stuck in this one for good. Very tragic. Okay, let's actually fight them now. You see that one hovering? Here we go. What's geometry? I don't know. Alright, well. I think we're back. Stream kind of fucked up. So that's fun. That's funny. Oh my god. Oh man, was that not caught? Oh shit, I need to have a replay buffer on OBS. I really do. Someday I'll wise up and I'll make sure I have a replay buffer. It's very rare to drop frames. Usually we never drop frames. So it's very unfortunate. Ow. Makes me sad too because I kind of miss playing BDSP a little bit. BDSP is another game that really makes me happy because like it reminds me of when I was a kid, you know? Alright, number caught 10. So all we need to do for Wall Rain is just see it use a bunch of moves. That's it. Alright, we need to give food to Spheals. We need to scare them with a Scatterbang and we need to evolve them and then defeat 25 of them. Oh my lord. That's ridiculous. It's not impossible, but it's just a grind. At least it's not like spamming moves, you know what I mean? Like, it'll just take a while, but we could do it easily. So yeah, like, every stream I try to do maybe 1 or 2 different Pokemon. I think this stream we could do Riolu, we could do Spheal. It's not too bad. We just need to find another Outbreak maybe or something like that. Outbreaks make it easier to complete the decks, which is one of the things I like about them so much. Is that every time you get an Outbreak, it's actually in your favor, because it gives you more opportunities to interact with that Pokemon. Right, we didn't get a shiny out of that, so I'm not, like, too torn up about it. Let's see if we could go up the coast, see some more Spheals. Maybe hear that wonderful sound, that harp sound. My favorite. Alpha. But yeah, I was doing some breeding today on Violet. I mean, the picnic system is kind of not great. Like, they basically kind of force you to eat food in order to breed. They change the frequency at which you get eggs without it, which I think is, like, not great. Like, there's just a lot of changes to the system because I just feel it's like, why? Like, I get that they want you to actually play the game. You know, they don't just want to make it so you just push a button, print out a ridiculously strong Pokemon, right? Because, like, there's, like, if they just give you everything in a game, you know, like, you don't feel like you earned it, right? Like, you don't feel like, what's the point of building a character if they just give you everything you need immediately at the end of the game? There's no point. You're not really playing a game. You didn't earn anything. You didn't complete anything. You just sort of showed up and got what you needed, and then it's like, well, why play anymore? And I feel like that's fine, but, like, have a system that kind of makes sense. Oh, yeah, they do run away. So I do need to ambush them from behind. If I can. That's one of the things I like about, like, you know, like Fire Emblem, right? Like, when you develop a unit in Fire Emblem, like, you really feel like you put the time in, you know, you put the hours in to really get the best out of it. And that's one thing I like about Fire Emblem. Maybe Three Houses is biasing me a little bit, right? Because I don't really remember most of my time playing Fates. And I didn't really play Awakening. That was, like, the one game I didn't play is, like, Awakening. Like, everybody played Awakening but me. I just did not play it. But yeah, I like Three Houses, so I'm a little biased when it comes to that. Now, granted, I am a little burnt out when it comes to it, because, like, you know, I played Three Houses for 2 years, basically, and then I played, what was the other one? Three Hopes for, like, what was it, like a month straight or some shit? I'm a little burnt out on just everything. Which is funny, because if you look at the reveal trailer for Three Houses, it has, what's it called? The map of Fodlan is actually different in the reveal trailer than it is in the final game, which I think is kind of funny. Now, stuff like that happens all the time. I just think it's kind of funny, like, looking back at a game now that I've played so much. Like, huh, the map is different. What the hell? What a great game it is. No shiny Rotom. That's very unfortunate. That's how I feel, you know? I know that feeling. It's like, wow, well, that was a waste. We can leave. I mean, I guess the Pokemon to really get are going to be Pokemon. Oh, Yanma's not in Violet. It's like, what are the Pokemon that really are in Violet, right? Like the usual suspects. Oh, look at that completion. That's beautiful. We got a lot done. You gotta get Pokemon that are actually in the game, so. Or will be in the game. It's like all the Hisuian starters will be in. Pikachu, Riolu, the Eevee, stuff like that. The Ralts line. Stunky is another one. Stunky, Murkrow, Mischievous. Yeah. Stuff like that. But yeah, like, my own personal rule when I stream this game is I don't stop until I get a shiny, basically. Now, granted, with how fast that could be, I think the fastest I ever found a shiny on this game was 5 minutes after starting the stream. I think that was the fastest. I think it was set like a stream or two ago. And then sometimes you play 2 hours and you don't see shit. And it's unironically just RNG being mean to you. Because it is very easy to find a shiny in this game. Like, this game is not exactly loose. Or, this game is very loose with its shinies, so... static alpha probably without even hunting for it. Yeah, like, that's the kind... That's just the kind of RNG. The numbers are so low. The amount of Pokemon you meet per hour is so high. Like... Just being able to see them... Oh, shit. Hi. What the fuck? You're not supposed to be there. That's actually kind of horrifying. You just kind of popped into existence. Alright, let's have Riolu do Rock Smash. Unless these things are, like, super high level. To be fair, maybe we shouldn't fight them 3-on-1, but whatever. It's not a one-shot. Yeah, that's what happened to me with that Alakazam. I got a shiny Alakazam. I didn't even hunt for it. I didn't look for it. I didn't do any extra work. I was just randomly roaming around and it was shiny. I'm like, wait, is this supposed to happen, you know? But now, of course, I know it's just RNG. It was just really, really good luck that I really have not had since then. Like, sometimes you just, like, especially playing this game just free roaming, like, you'll find a shiny without doing anything. That's why I try not to teleport too much. Like, I think last stream I found a shiny Glalie, and the only reason I was able to find it was because, like, I was like, oh, let me just fly around for a little bit. Let me just kill some time. I even said, like, a second later I was gonna teleport. So it ends up being, like, complete, like, happenstance that I didn't do it. I was just lazy or whatever, and I found a shiny doing so. And that's the best stories, because that's the ones that you never forget. Even without there being, you know, a recorded video stream archiving that. Shoutouts to Twitch and YouTube for actually letting me host my content. It's nice. It feels good. Yeah, tomorrow we are definitely doing Fire Emblem. I have postponed Fire Emblem 2 fucking months. I think the last time I did a Fire Emblem stream was October, like October 6th. It was like really early October was the last time I did a Fire Emblem stream. So we are doing a Fire Emblem stream because I am way too far in the hole. I should have beaten it in October, skipped November, and come back to it now to do the final story. And because I didn't, like, you know. Which is funny, because, like, people say I'm a Nintendo tuber. I'm really kind of not. Like, there's a lot of games I could have played. Like, there's some games from my childhood I've never done playthroughs on. I need to do it. And, I will get to it. I just need to finish the games I'm playing today. So what I'll probably do is, I'll probably watch Toonami tonight, as I always do. Probably get some good sleep. And then when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to try to finish, like, a bunch of different games. And then what we're going to do is, like, because, what do we have? We have Crisis Core as a stream game, so I don't have to worry about that, because that's a stream game. But, like, I'm waiting for Callisto to get patched on console, because I'm playing it on the fucking PS4, so if there's console issues on other consoles, I'm definitely going to get it on PS4. And, like, I kind of want to add, like, some OG games into the stream lineup. So, for me personally, like, I kind of want to add Bayonetta 2. I think that would be kind of a good game to add. You know, I like projects, you know, I like games that you could play routinely and add more and more to over time. I like that. I mean, there's no better series for that than Pokemon, of course. Every stream of this game, I am building towards something. Same thing with, like, Final Fantasy. But, you know, in fairness, I can understand, like, Final Fantasy is not a very stream-worthy game. Maybe if I'm doing story, but yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Ash, the new fucking patch got a release date, I think. Maybe. So if you're interested, that would answer your question of when's the next story continuation. Well, they talked about it. There's a new... They even have the name of the patch. It's like God's something. Let me look it up real quick. 6.3. God's Revel Lands Tremble. Let's see. Okay. Automatic housing demolition is getting turned back on. Oh, that's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Anyway. Let's see. God's Revel Lands Tremble. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Beyond that, anything else? Anything major? Okay. It'll be released early January 2023 with a definitive release date announced likely as part of the upcoming live letter broadcast. The broadcast is scheduled for Friday, December 23rd at 3 a.m. Pacific, and we'll go live with additional details. Yeah, they're reworking Paladin. They're reworking Paladin so fucking hard. It's like one of the major things about the patch is that they are fixing the fucking class, which I think is absolutely hilarious. That Paladin has to get fixed again. It's hilarious because back in Heaven's Ward, Paladin was like completely unoptimal and like not a great fit for almost any of the fights because it was basically a physical tank. But Dark Knight handled physical better than Paladin handled magic, obviously. So then Paladin became broken in Stormblood and broken in Shadowbringers, and now it's right back to being like kind of mid. And Dark Knight is actually the top DPSing tank from the last time I checked. Oh, here we go, Vulpix. I find that to be absolutely hilarious, personally. So, they're changing Paladins, they already know. And the new raid is called Euphorocin? I don't know. I don't watch the live letters really anymore, because if they're not translated, I just kind of don't care, right? Like, I don't want to, you know, kind of try to glean information. Like, I'll just wait. Like, there's no reason for me to watch a live letter unless it's something really, really big, then I probably won't do it. Like, you really want me to sit there and say, oh, yeah. I don't know. Like, I'll watch State of Plays, I'll watch fucking Nintendo Directs, but, like, normally I will not watch, like, most shows or whatever. What the fuck was that? That looked what is going on? What is with all the alphas? What? Dude. Now, the artillery is a static spawn, but the rest of y'all, what are y'all doing, man? Okay. What do I need out of Vulpix? Number you've caught while they were sleeping. I've never defeated a Vulpix in this game. Number of times you've given it food. Number of different forms. Number you've evolved. Okay, evolving Vulpix is easy. So we're basically catching 3. There we go. We got honey. Who doesn't like honey? Do they like honey? Maybe they don't eat honey at all. Oops. It's funny because this kind of makes me feel more like a Pokemon professor than anything else, I guess, if you wanted to really roleplay it, you know? I mean, sure, ultimately we are just feeding the same 4 Vulpix 2 items at a time. But, you know, it is a little something, right? It's a little ambitious. We're breaking new grounds here, you know? Okay. We need to catch 3 so I can evolve them. We need to catch while they're sleeping. But who knows if they're actually going to go to sleep. I mean, let's see. Let's wait a minute. I think that's sleep. That was not sleep. I might have done it too early, and now I have spooked them. Very tragic. That sucks. Like, where are they going? There's like no cover out here. Okay, they're kind of coming back, so this was kind of an unnecessary. Yeah, I don't know how to make Pokemon fall asleep. I think it's just something random that the game determines that they should do at any given point. I think this is going to be the hardest challenge to do for it because it's just waiting for them to stop spinning in place like they're about to pull out an intervention and actually fall asleep. All I needed. There you go. And an alpha spawned. You can hear the music. You can flat out hear the music on that one. Okay, now I get the feeling Vulpix is the type of Pokemon to flee. So I'm going to save here just in case I spawn one. I really doubt like it's going to stick around while I try to KO it, basically. We'll use something that's a surefire way. I mean, maybe it is the kind of thing. I don't know. Like, where would it run at it? Does it really matter? Here. One of them's gonna spawn behind me shiny, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, like, we have shiny Vulpixes. That's what I mean, like, Vulpix is a really nice shiny. I don't know what shiny Alolan Vulpix looks like, but I really like shiny normal Vulpix. I think it's a very nice Pokemon that really translates well into 3D. And occasionally it can have Drought, which I think is one thing that's cool, is that, like, it has a really good hidden ability, because Flash Fire is kind of whatever. I forget what the other ability it has is. I'm pretty sure it was a Gen 1 Pokemon, because Blaine has it. I got Shiny Graveler. Well, that's not terrible, right? It's golden. It's like a big golden rock. Anyway, I'll tag Ash in this. I'll post it in the Discord. I mean, hey, you're finding shinies faster than I am. See, I can tell you right now, this is going to be a slower stream for shinies. Like, normally what happens is that, like, I either get a shiny in, like, the first 1 or 2, like, events, or I just don't get them at all, basically. Like, there's really not much of an in-between for me in that regard. Fleet? No, okay. Like, usually a shiny happens right away or not at all. there's this last one. If I could get this, that would be awesome. Look at the distance at which you can engage. See, the throwing not returning, I think is... Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. The throwing not returning, I think, is the biggest thing I hate about Violet. Because, like, the throwing added, like, a level of engagement that you don't usually get out of a game. And I feel like because they didn't return it, like, you just have to use shitty auto-aim to basically, like, lob a fucking ball like an asshole. I'm sorry, what am I missing for this one? Oh, Fire Fang? Fire Fang 25 times is easy. Okay. I think I already have one. So we could do Growlithe today. We could do Riolu. We could do, Growlithe, Riolu, and Spheal, was it? That would be like a good 3 Pokemon just to knock off, you know? Like, that way I don't have to worry about it. I could change it. I guess what I should do is I should put a list of these Pokemon, like, somewhere else. I shouldn't put it in the description of my video like a caveman. I should put it, you know, on, like, a Google document or something. And then I could set, like, share privileges. Oh, here we go. I could set, like, share privileges, right? So if anyone's, like, curious, oh, I wonder, you know, how that journey's going or something, right? Like, I could flat out be like, hey, here's how it's going. You know, here's a Google document, you know, that I could represent it in, you know. Oh, fuck. I should have stunned it. That's my fault. I don't even think Vulpix appears on any other map, so I think I just kind of screwed myself. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that it? That's a Paris. Yeah, I should have not done that. Oh, well. It's fine. Yeah, because, like, Rowlet is also another one of those Pokemon I do not have shiny. That's, like, one of the few shinies I don't have in this game. Like, so I'm working on that. Three sisters. Nope. Yeah, nope. Piplup? Nope. That's what I mean, like, I like to check certain areas just to see if I get that 1 in, like, 800, you know? It's like, here's a bunch of, like, Walrein, here's that Empoleon, Celio, etc. Okay, we don't have anything. Time to go, good night. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you on another stream, I appreciate it. Always a fun time. And hopefully you get the shinies that you want. I think that would be great. We all can succeed in that. I'll just check over here. There's no, like, packages or anything, I guess. I think I already picked up most of the packages. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Have a good one. Oh, speaking of that, there was the perfect... I'm going to make a YouTube short. I got the perfect YouTube short I got to make. I'm going to do it later. I don't even know how to make a YouTube short. I have to go back and clip it out of my... my what's it called? The, Man, what's it called? The Switch. The Switch, like, video recording. Man, I'm glad the Switch can record video. It would be really bad if it couldn't. I have such a good one to fucking post. That would be awesome. That's the only negative about not streaming it, but I guess the positive of not streaming it is that there's, like, no overlay on it. That's what I mean. Like, even though I like having the chat on the screen and stuff and an overlay, I won't lie, like, having that, like, on the thing is unfortunate. But, like, there's no reason to really, like, change it to, like, the typical one. Because I like having the gameplay be big on the screen as well. I think that's like a huge portion of it, right? Is having the gameplay be big on the screen. Versus like, you know, where you have like a little tiny blip. Right? I don't know. I feel like that's just better. That's my opinion. And unfortunately, I'm also the one making the content. Alpha Piplup. Yeah. Oh, shit. Look at that. Shiny on display. Actually, it'll be easier to display shinies in this game once Pokemon Home comes out. I could just siphon out all these Pokemon. Anyway, what was I doing? The world's ending, as you could hear. Let's take out these 3 Vulpixes. Oops. There we go. They changed the button input for this. Let's take out these 3 Vulpixes. We could just evolve them into Ninetales really quick. Then that's kind of it. Like, I don't have to get rid of them at that point. But, like, what am I going to really do with them? Who really even knows? I don't know. I guess I dump them in, like... Because, like, if I dump it in Shining Pearl, I'm never going to do anything with Shining Pearl as it is. Like, I probably almost should just restart Shining Pearl and actually, like, have a playthrough of it. Obviously, I won't do that this year. Maybe I'll do it next year. Just to, like, you know, fuck around, right? Maybe next year I'll play Shield and I'll play Shining Pearl. I couldn't tell you when that'll happen. Obviously, though, no, I can't restart Shining Pearl, because if I do, I'm going to lose all the mystery gifts. So I guess I can never have a good run of Shining Pearl, because I'll lose all the mystery gifts. Like the outfit, you know, the other stuff. Yeah, there's no point. I guess I just won't do it. It's very unfortunate, too. Firestone? I have exactly 3. Let's just go buy it. I'm not going to waste the 3 I have in reserve. The Weird Artist, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Things are going well. A lot of people showing up for the Arceus stream, which I gotta appreciate. There you go. You can redeem multiple. Look at that. There you go. Oh man, seeing this game actually at a stable frame rate is like mind-bending. Holy shit, look at all the effects on this, man. I really like this evolution screen the best. I think this one is definitely the best out of the series. I'm almost finished the Pokedex. Well, not really. Well, I hope you do finish the Pokedex. It is a little... I would say that this game... Violet is also kind of easy. This game you don't even need to trade with anybody. BDSP, you also kind of don't need to trade besides a handful of version exclusives. Honestly, out of all the living dexes I've done on the channel, I couldn't really tell you which one was the hardest. I think BDSP might have been just because it took so long, so... I mean, it's alright. Well, I mean, you don't have to finish a living dex. I just kind of do that. It also works out because I don't really plan to use legendaries in this game. I feel like it would be kind of cheesy, so... Okay. And there you go. We're getting progress towards the Ninetales accomplishment. Nope. There you go. Did it. I want Arceus, so I have to do it. Oh, absolute. Oh, yeah. You have to get them to all, what, research level 10? No, you just have to catch them, right? Research level 10 is the shiny charm. Yeah, you don't have to get the shiny charm to beat the game. You have to just catch them all. Okay, there you go. I keep forgetting that they changed it. I'm sorry, I'm so used to fumbling around in the menus for Violet. There you go. And honestly, I like the gym tests in Violet weren't that great. But like, I like that they had like actual boss fights in this game. I think that was like one of the most surprisingly interesting parts of it. Can I have that Riolu? Well, I'm gonna use this one. Do I have a spare, maybe? Let me see if I have a spare. Because this one I'm actually using, and I'm gonna evolve it anyway. Let's see, do I have a spare Riolu somewhere that isn't, like, important? Probably this one. I don't think there's anything special about it. So if you want this one, I'm happy to give this one to you. This one I do need to evolve. In fact, I need to do more with it. I want 2 Lucarios. Yeah, sure. If you want, I could trade it to you. I don't need it. Let me know now so I know if I go out or not. Because I could also just catch a Lucario for you as well if you want that. Alright, we'll trade this then. That's fine. Trade. It's kind of weird that the lady that gives you the evolution items gives you the trade items as well. Alright, I'm going to enter this as my link code. And before I trade it away, I will confirm with you in the stream chat that this is you. So that way I don't trade away something to some random who might have done the same code as me. It'll happen someday, and I want to be ready for it. Alright, spam call. Oh, I need to charge my phone. GameStop. Oh, the fucking amiibo came out. That's right. Oh, hold on. I'll put it back up. What do I want for it? I don't care. Nothing you care about. This one's free. This is on the house for showing up to the stream. I don't need... I completed the Pokedex, alright? I don't need a shiny. I don't ask for anything. You could send me a Bidoof. Just be mindful that I might release it. So, send me something you don't care about. Because if you never get it back, yeah, I'm not gonna intentionally... Hold on a minute. What the hell's going on? Hold on a minute. Are they selling Pokemon on eBay? Ugh. eBay, don't let them do this to you, man. Alright, you're Steel, right? That's me. Okay, perfect. Alright, just checking. It's gonna... One day it's gonna be like, wait, no, that's not me. And I'm gonna be like, what? That's not... Who are you gonna tell me that? Huh? Oh, Avalugg? Sure, perfect. Alright. More than a fair trade, honestly. Honestly, I should keep this Avalugg and trade it into Violet, because Avalugg's in Violet. And I could actually use this. It saves me having to evolve another one. So, there you go. No problem. Yeah, apparently they're eBay trading fucking Pokemon. Absolute insanity. Alright, YouTube creators. Oh yeah, they released a fucking copyright claim on one of my videos for Mario Kart 8 150. What bullshit? I mean, I'm glad it's released, but like, why? Wait, hold on. Is my stream still live on YouTube? Is it? Alright, thank you, by the way. Yeah, my stream's still live. Is my stream still live on Twitch? Yes. Oh, you're on Twitch. Okay, perfect. I was like, because they sent me an email saying, here's the review of your stream. I'm like, what? How could there be a review of a stream I'm still doing? I'm like, am I talking to, like, ghosts or something? Like, what's going on? I'm trying to finish the Pokedex. No, I wish you the best of luck. I think the worst Pokemon, for sure, in the decks are, I talk about this all the time, and I forget what they're called. Burmy, Wormadam, and the fossil Pokemon are definitely the worst Pokemon. Sneasel and Magnemite are also not that great, because Sneasel and Magnemite only appear... Well, Jotonian Sneasel only appears in, what's it called? Space-time distortions. So, like, a couple Pokemon are just annoying, right? Like, they're just unfortunate. Alright, we could also do Ponyta. Alright, let's head out. There's, like, 4 Pokemon we could easily do, basically. Alright, let's go mop up, I guess, Riolu while we wait. It's like, the hardest Pokemon are the ones that are generally not available to find. I feel like those... Oh, you're just trying to catch them. Never mind, I take it back. I keep... You say complete the Pokedex, and in my mind, I'm like, he's trying to get perfect. I'm like, oh no. But I mean, even if you want to just catch a Cornidos and evolve it into a Rampardos, good luck. Because, like, you have to wait 5 to 40 minutes just to see a Cornidos or Rampardos spawn. And then pray that you catch... I mean, well, you know, pray that you can catch it during the thing. Because sometimes Rowlet will spawn in a space-time distortion, and the reason why that's unfortunate is because they share the same 3 spawns. So every space-time distortion, 3 special Pokemon will spawn. You need either Shieldon or Cranidos, so... The odds are in your favor, you'll get 1. It's just that if you don't get it, or if you fail to catch it, you have to wait, like, you know, fucking 5 to 40 minutes after the last one. I only have 6 left. Okay, that's good. You do have to catch a Jotonian Sneasel, at least 1, to evolve it into, Weavile. That's the only mandated thing, you know? So using Pokemon Home and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to pay for Pokemon Home either. I never have. I paid for Bank for like a little while, and even then I would turn off my Bank subscription. Even though it's like $5 for a year or whatever it was, it's like, well, what do I don't even use it. It's like, why am I getting the $5 taken away? I don't even use it enough to justify it. So I was like, well, why bother? True story. I was using Bank back in X and Y. I was crazy on that game. Well, Pokemon Home is free, but you only get 1 box. I mean, like, if you want to just use that 1 box, that's fine, and that's actually what I do. But, like, if you want to have, like, 100 boxes or whatever, like, yeah, it is, like, it's, I don't even know what the payment model is, I'll be honest with you. I just knew I wasn't going to pay for it. Which will actually be good, because the only Pokemon I stored in it are, the starter giveaway that they had, like the starters with their hidden abilities. So when they patch Violet, I'll be able to pull the... Actually, I don't even need to import any starters, I guess. I could just take the ones out of Pokemon Home that I have. I'm sorry, we got 2 Eevees to spawn? Are we for real? I just wish that they would let me get a game with all the shit, but... Unfortunately not, sadly. What? I go, what? Alright, this is one of those times where that was weird. I don't know. That was the auto aim, so. Oh, wow, yeah, Eevee flees instantly if it's startled like that. That's actually rare. Usually Eevee does not do that. Or usually most Pokemon don't do that. They don't flee instantly. They usually have to finish running first. Yeah. This is why I save before I try to pursue EVs, honestly. Most Pokemon have to do that whole, like, run around for, like, 5 or 6 seconds first. And then they turn to look at you to see if you're there. And if they see you, then they flee. Eevee, I guess that's unique. Eevee does not do that. Eevee will just instantly run. It's like how Chatot will stand there and then just poof out of existence, like out of nowhere. I always found that funny. I still find that funny to this day. Like, Chatot will just literally stand right where it stands and just be like, huh, interesting. And then it'll just leave. It's like that one Miranda Cosgrove meme. Interesting. I mean, I don't really care about that. Honestly, Weasel is not a Pokemon I like particularly a lot, so I'll be honest with you. It's like, it's a Pokemon that, like, I just didn't really enjoy using ever. I don't think I've ever really even used one. I have to give food. I didn't do that. Times you see use Ember. I have to defeat 6 more. Luminia. Where's Riolu? The fuck? Yeah, these are the worst. This one is the fucking worst, because you don't even know if what you get is a large specimen. There's no way to force it to be a large. Okay, we have to use it 4 more times, then we're good. Yeah, if you could force it to be a large, then it wouldn't be so bad, because then you just catch it. Like, so Dex complete Cornitos, you have to roll to get it to spawn, and then roll to get a large, which who even knows if that's possible. I mean, like, it obviously is, it's just you have to spend enough time to do it. And every time you don't get it, like, you just have to wait for the... You might as well just leave the area and then reload back in. Like, once you've looted all the items and once you've caught all the Pokemon applicable, you have to leave the area and load back in. So, like, getting a Rowlet would actually be the worst thing that could happen to you in that case. Believe it or not. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that this game itself looks way more detailed and way more polished than fucking Violet. That's really tragic, honestly. And runs basically with no frame rate drops. Like, if you're just in the field like this, like, nothing's happening. The game isn't, like, killing itself trying to keep up or anything. The only thing we don't have is a desert area. Sinnoh doesn't really have a desert, to my remembrance. It only has that one route where Beldum has the mass outbreak. I'm pretty sure that's like the only route that it has anything on. So, alright. Unfortunately, for me, I saw that Eevee, by the way. The only way to raise a Pokemon's happiness in this game is to consistently throw it out to have it do jobs like this. That's the only way to raise a Pokemon's happiness. This is like the one thing about this game, like, I'm not a huge fan of, is there's no easy way to raise happiness in this game. So anything that evolves via happiness is, like, inherently, like, a pain in the ass to try to, you know, do. Next thing I'm getting is Munchlax. Well, luckily, Munchlax is, like, a common Pokemon for outbreaks, and I think there might even be a couple places in the overworld you could reliably find Munchlax. So Munchlax is not, like, a terrible Pokemon to try to catch. So I catch all the Eevees. No reason. Yeah, I don't know. That raid, people just seem to think like they could just bring an evolution. Oh my god, that is scary. Actually, speaking of that, did I max out Drifloon? No, I think I have to use Drifloon, right? Yeah, okay, so Drifloon is another Pokemon that I'm actually, like, really close to maxing out. So I got a couple Pokemon, like, basically on the cusp, pretty much. Like, I don't really have to do much for them to finish leveling up and be ready. And then we get to, like, max it out. It's like Drifloon has to use 2 different moves and stuff. Ember from Ponyta. Obviously, we have a bunch of Ponytas that are ready and prepped. We just have to use them. Hey, on the bright side, at least getting a Munchlax in this game is way easier than BDSP. Oh, I shouldn't have picked it up. In BDSP, you have, like, you could do the usual, like, honey tree method. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that 99.99999% of the people that got Munchlax in BDSP just found it in the underground. Because why the fuck are you gonna do more work, you know? It doesn't even make any sense. Why are you gonna do more work to try to figure out which tree A gives you the Munchlax? Like, that's the biggest thing about BDSP, is there was an opportunity to fix and improve so much stuff, in addition to adding a bunch of things, and they just didn't. So, like, the honey tree system, someone specifically worked on coding that back into the fucking game, and it's a terrible system. It was bad in Gen 4, it's arguably the worst major mechanic in Gen 4. Because you don't even know what honey trees give you the Munchlax. You have a 1% chance of getting a fucking Munchlax from one of the trees that's applicable. It's not even like one tree is a guaranteed Munchlax tree, which would make way more sense. They just are like, oh, just, you know, play the game until randomly you get a Munchlax someday. In the time it took for you to do that back in the day, you could have just gone out, bought Fire Red and Leaf Green or XD, beaten and traded it forward. Like, because you have to wait 24 hours to see even what comes off of the tree. And the Pokemon that's determined to show up is determined at the time of you slathering, including nothing. Nothing is a valid role for a Pokemon that can pop out of a tree. Munchlax is just a very annoying Pokemon. That's why, like, years later, every time I think about it, I just get annoyed about that system. I know I shouldn't, but, like, I just can't help. What? What? Oh, hi. What do I need to do for Burmy? And a Zubat joined in as well. Like, okay. Well, that counts. I think you're always guaranteed to escape in this game as well. I'm pretty sure you are. Oh no, I need to see Drifloon use it. That's right. This is not too bad. Okay, we're still not there. Dude, the friendship in this game is such bullshit. That's the worst part of this game, for sure. The friendship it just takes so long, man. Like, I'm not kidding. You literally have to do this. There's no, like, item you could feed them. You know, that's why, like, I would never evolve a Munchlax. I would just catch one in this game. Or catch a Snorlax, you know? That's probably why I wasn't, like, too excited to do this, honestly. Yeah, we just have to evolve them. That's what I mean, like, I feel like this game just has, like, a better completionist aspect because of that. Even if this is, like, the worst part of it. This is not, like, friendship evolutions are definitely, like, the second worst thing. The absolute worst thing is anything to do with the space-time distortion, 100%. And then watching Magikarp splash around for 100 times, like, there's no reason for it to be that many at all. Ow. Also, now that I look at it, the Pokeball trails are also really nice in this game. Not yet. Nope. Remember, I think we had just caught this when I first, like, when I last played this game. And we had just fucking caught it. So I guess what we could do is we could go do, like, some other areas now. Now that we've, you know, defeated enough enemies. We could just go run around and, like, you know, go to a different area. See if we could find some more shinies. We could pick up every little item along the way. Let's get out of here. I know I started late. Damn, we're already an hour and a half in. What the fuck? Okay, let's actually see if we could find this shiny. So I could actually, like, peace out. It was a shame that we couldn't get a random Eevee shiny. That would have been, like, actually top tier. I'm gonna be a little bit of a chooser, though. I got the damn Togepi. That's nice. Very good. Togepi's a little bit of a rare spawn, too. I don't know if it's very common. I know Togetic has a couple hard-coded spawn places. There might even be one for Togekiss. Fucking Gabite. Are you serious? I'm re-rolling this. I'm gonna be a little bit of a chooser here. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't have done that. Because I could have just burned through it with Ice Shard. I should not have done that. That was a mistake. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. I should have just fucking burned through it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta get close to marking on the map. Yeah, 5 Ultra Balls is fine. I would blow it too. Just because, like, Pokeballs in this game are really inexpensive. Like, obviously, they want... This is a catching simulator. They weren't playing around. Epic Henry, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a good day. Let me, That's inside the Salacian Ruins, which means I'm totally not going to do that. I'll save it, like, for last, basically. See, one of the biggest positives that could come from this game would have been the auto battle. Auto battle would have been so helpful, like when you're just trying to like clean up some areas or something. That's I originally like shit on the auto battle. I was like, well, now they're just making it so you don't have to play Pokemon. But actually, because they have an experience point penalty for it, you know, I feel like it's a trade-off, right? It's basically materials for anything. Want to trade out a shiny Arceus? No, not right now. And probably not for shiny Arceus. I'm good with that. I am intentionally trying to find my own shinies. Again. Dude, Goomy event and a Sliggoo event. Like, look at the RNG. No, I was talking to Epic Henry. He asked if I wanted to trade. The only thing I don't like is fog, because fog is a little bit difficult to see vision, honestly. Oh, can we get a Ralts up here, please? It's like one of my favorite shinies is blue Ralts. Damn, it is a tough crowd today. Wow. That is insanity. Oh yeah, does using a shiny Giratina with Phantom Force still crash the game? Or was that patched in the 1.1? I feel like it wasn't, knowing everything I know. Can either of you guys confirm that? Because that was in the base game, I think, that if you use a shiny Giratina, it locks the game. The game doesn't have an animation set for when a shiny Giratina exits Phantom Force. And there we go. What even is it? A Tangela? Sure, dude. Well, there's the shiny for the stream. It's about to be the shortest stream in history. There you go. It's not even part of an event. It's not even a Pokemon I have Dex completed. That's a 1 in 819 right there. It's not a Dex perfect, and it's not part of an outbreak. It's just a random Tangela just roaming around. There you have it. That's what I like. It just... You know what I mean? I really love that random shiny, man. It's just such a nice dopamine hit. You know what I mean? I have nothing on this, man. These Vespiquen and Combee. Look at all this shit you gotta do with it. Number of heavy specimens. Well, luckily, you could catch... This might be the only Vespiquen on the overworld to begin with that you get without evolving. the number you've seen leap out of trees is going to be absolutely ridiculously obnoxious. I would rather catch 15 of these right here and then defeat another 15 with fire moves. So I would need to catch this 30 times, basically. And I almost should just start now. Just defeat it, basically. Since I'm here and I'm on a little bit of a timer, like every time I come to this area, I just need to come over here and defeat this thing. Pixon, welcome to the stream. Pixon is here, I guess. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I should plug my channel. Yeah, I play Violet, if you're interested. Today is just the off day, you know? Today is the chill day where I don't do anything too serious. And I certainly don't have to put up with any more of it, because I was playing some of it earlier, you know, just to do some extra grinding. Man, that was an adventure, so it's nice to be able to just not do anything too hectic. See, there's a Tangela event, and we get the shiny outside of the event. That's the kind of RNG that I have, basically. Like, something really, really random will happen out of nowhere, and then, like, when things are supposed to happen, they won't, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Alright. No, since we're right here, we'll look at this. It's kind of funny because like the bling didn't really like play too loudly, so I was kind of a little bit shocked that it even happened for like half a second. But then it was kind of like, oh, you know, it's a typical. It's nice. It's nice to, you know, just roam and find shinies, even if there's nothing out there in the world map. Still more common than most other Pokemon games, so. Where is this? Dandy Woo, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Random Arceus stream is just everybody showing up. Thank you guys. I appreciate this. This is fun. What a good day it is today. I almost didn't stream again. Oh shit, I didn't have the right Pokemon out. I don't even affect this. Catch that Alpha Pachirisu. Sure. I actually need it for the side quest in this area. I like how he fired off his attack. I'm not even anywhere close. Alright, there you go. It's actually number 15. That's perfect. I need it for the side quest. I never did, like, what was it, like 5 or so side quests, so I'll probably grab that at some point. Just swing on over. But yeah, that's the shiny for the stream. They should make another Legends game. Absolutely. Like, this game, obviously when it came out, I had 100 things to say about how bad and all this stuff is. But what I will say about it is that it is different, and I actually prefer this to Violet, honestly. This in my opinion, is just a more fun experience to just play this and do this. And I like the shiny hunting. I like other aspects of it, you know, that are all going on in conjunction. Oh yeah, there was that Legend of Celebi trailer I think somebody told me about. That could be interesting. Like I said, like a sequel to this game could be really fun in my humble opinion. I think that like something interesting about this game could be, you know, that you have like another area or something, you know, maybe like old Johto or something. But I don't think they're ever gonna make another game like this. I think it was a once-off. Very unfortunate, sadly. I'm releasing all of these unknown, by the way. Oh, shit. I can never hit them. They're fast movers. They're, like, really fast. Oh, we can evolve. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to finish Riolu right now, then. Perfect. Perfect regions. Unova, Galar. I think Johto Kanto would be perfect, because remember, in this game, they reference, the sisters came from Kanto, right? Like they couldn't find work or they couldn't find like a place to live, so they became roaming bandits in Kanto. No Legend of Bidoof. I was never like a Bidoof is a meme kind of person, honestly. That might just be me though. I always thought Bidoof was just kind of, you know, whatever. I like Rattata better. Not even because of, you know, youngster Joey. I just like Rattata. I've always like... It was like one of the first Pokemon I encountered in Gold and Silver, so I was like, wow, this is cool. Like a rat, basically. It's like a purple rat. I liked it. I don't know. I have a lot of very fond memories with like some of the weirdest Pokemon. Okay, right on schedule. Alright. We got our shiny for the stream. We got an alpha, which is 75, and that's perfect, too. Alola could be, since there's deity. Yeah, there's... Oh, absolutely, with the Necrozma thing. For sure. Like, I feel like, especially since they have, like, the whole Space Patrol people. Dex level perfect. Very nice. There is definitely a lot of room for Alola. With the patron deities and how they had to defend Alola. Like, this could be its own sub-series, so... Is this the best Switch Pokemon game? I would say it performs the best, and it has, like, the least reliance on other games. So if you pick up this game and you have no friends to play with, right, or you don't want to trade, you could complete the Pokedex. It's got the most unique gameplay elements. By the way, preface to all of this, right? When this game came out, I put this thing in a trash bin. I was like, this is terrible. But looking back on it now, because of how bad Violet is, this just plays better, in my opinion. It plays well. It's got a good, interesting story. They try to mix it up a little bit. I think it plays into the lore of the region very well. So there's a lot of good things it does. Is it the best? I mean, if you want to competitively battle, it can't be by default, right? If you want a single-player game, yeah, I think that this is probably, I could argue that this would be the best. Ultimately, it depends what you're looking for from a Pokemon game. I prefer some of the new mechanics in this game, but on the same side, I could see how, like, Sword, or by extension, Violet might offer more replayability. I think the raids are not that great. That's just me. I don't think they're not that great. I think they're shit, but I mean, I'll you know, bite my tongue a little bit. Now, what was I doing again? I need to bring, what was the next Pokemon I was gonna do? Let's do Ponyta. We just have to do Ember 25 times. And plus, like, the post-game in this game is, like, at least shiny hunting. So if you want to shiny hunt, this game is definitely the way to go. If you rewind a little bit, we just found a Tangela that had, Oh, wow. Let's do this. Let's see if we get a shiny Ponyta. We just found a Tangela, right? And the Tangela, you know, there's a nice big sparkle effect. Actually, if you're curious, it sounds like this. I hate my Elgato Stream Deck. It like goes to sleep. It'll play in a second. Give it a second, and yeah. But I've been playing it all year, basically. I love this game. For the shiny hunting, I love it. For the technological aspect, yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. Jesus, yeah, that's the sound effect for when you find a shiny. It's really nice. It's a very good sound effect. There's a little visual pop-up as well, which is cool. Yeah, you know when you get a shiny in this game, and man, it feels like fireworks, you know? It's great. But if you want to competitively battle or breed or anything like that, obviously you can't do that in this game. I think the worst Switch game is definitely Let's Go. I think Let's Go is... It performs well, it's just I don't like the catching. I think the catching in Let's Go, like, it's cool to a degree, and then it overstays its welcome, and then it's no longer fun at that point. Wait, where's the Ponyta? There you go. There it is! What I tell you! I told you! Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Pixin. I'm like, dude, it's a blue Ponyta. That's exactly what happened. You got to watch it in real time. Nope, caught it. So what should happen is they should start to run. Okay, they won't, so I'll just catch a bunch. You gotta be careful falling off Braviary. I knocked myself out one time doing that. It was for, I think, a Pseudo-Widow. I was like, huh, wait a minute. And I swapped over to, Wordier by accident. Which makes you fall out the sky. And obviously that's, you know, your legs break, basically, and you get KO'd. Which is funny, because they removed that aspect. I don't want to come off as rude, but I don't say it's picks on. No, that's totally fine. That's not rude. That's me saying it wrong. Picks on. Got it. My bad. That's not rude at all. Picks on. Picks on. Excellent. Well, I'm not getting that back. Alright. I don't know if we're going to get another one from this. We have, what, 1 and 2? I think that's it. So let's leave. Whenever you have an event, only 4 Pokemon can spawn for that event. Oh, the village pastures are nearly full. Excellent. Okay, well, let's get rid of some Pokemon then. This is actually what's going to make me not want to play this game, is that, like, the more I play this game, like, the more my boxes fill up, and the less I'm actually able to do stuff, you know? So, like, I don't know. I just gotta, like, get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, see? I think they alert you when you have, like, less than 10 spaces or something. So, like, it's very, very unfortunate. Like, there's not... I just have to, like, release a bunch of Pokemon, pretty much. So, like, we don't need any more Oshawotts. We already got a bunch. I think that's fine for now, maybe. I guess I'll do it after the stream. I'll go through, like, all the boxes I have and, like, you know, move a bunch of Pokemon around. So we have the Tangela, which even in here, like, we have Rowlets. So this is a Spanish Rowlet. Someone traded this to me last time. I'm going to keep it so that way I can Masuda Method in Pokemon Sword. I think that's, like, what I'll end up doing there. Otherwise... Actually, no, I can Masuda Method in Violet, because Rowlet's going to be added to that. Okay. And then, wait, what happened to the Ponyta? There it is. I love it. I love the shiny hunting in this game. Very nice. And it was the one in one of the first 4, too. Because a shiny can spawn, and it doesn't have to be the one in one of the first 4 Pokemon to display. That's actually just completely random odds. You know, it's like potentially 4 out of 10 to 4 out of 15 if it's a massive outbreak. Dude, are you serious? Are you for real right now? We just started the stream with a Walrein outbreak, so let me take an electric type, because I don't have enough fighting types to do this. I mean, I guess we could use this, but I think they're like level 70 or something, so I just want to take this. I also think that a lot of recent Pokemon games actually use, like, the full leveling scope. Most Pokemon games usually go to, what, like 60, 65? Like, recently, I think Pokemon games have been going, like, way higher, you know? Like, they've been going to, like, 70, 80. I know that in like, the raids for Sword and... Or not Sword, but, the raids for Violet, you need 100, basically, right? You need to be, like, 95 to 100. So, yeah, like, that's another change that they're making a lot. Which is, like, actually using all the levels in a Pokemon game versus just like, oh, you got to level 60, well, no need to go any higher than that. There's nothing higher than that. So I actually kind of like that. I think that's, like, a pretty good way, you know, to make it more difficult. You know, it's, like, more reason to actually, like, level up and get higher. Oh, damn. I guess I won't be feeding this thing, will I? There you go. Alright, eat, damn it! Okay, he's not eating. There's not really a lot of moves in this game for electric types. There's like, you could use Discharge, I guess, even though it only targets one enemy, I guess. I just haven't really used it a ton. Yeah, Walrein are angry. I don't know. I always thought, like, Spheals and Celios are, like, you know, tolerable. I remember wall range so much because I used to be a Blaziken boy way back when, and Glacia would use wall rain, and it would be like an absolute wall for Blaziken, because the best I could do is just Sky Uppercut. Oh, this is not working out. It's actually kind of funny. Like, I was never one to only use one Pokemon through an entire region as a kid, but I certainly was not, like, leveling a variety of Pokemon. You know, I mean, maybe like 2 or 3 serious Pokemon, and then everything after that was, you know, just kind of up to fate a little bit. Obviously, having a diverse team to handle any situation is, like, important, you know? Oh, here we go. We have one of the sisters. And I like Walrein, too. I like... Some Pokemon I just really like the design of. Or, like, maybe it's the color scheme or something. You know, even if it's something as silly as that, you know? But yeah, I would like to see another Legends game. You know, whether it's this protagonist or not, you know, you never know, right? I was watching YouTube and I see Dora the Explorer driving and then run over something. Ran over another pedestrian. Is this on YouTube, like, kids? Is this gonna lead to another adpocalypse? This totally feels like something like when they're like, oh, Elsa and Spider-Man, and then it leads to like a multi-month like advertiser exodus because all these advertisers are like advertising on the most cringe, like weird content. So Dora the Explorer being a bad driver certainly fits the bill for that one, in my opinion. Like running people over, mind you. But in fairness, I never watched Dora the Explorer when I was a kid. I didn't like really watch a lot of that stuff. I watched mostly cartoons. Like, it's very rare that I watched like any, I don't want to call it educational necessarily, but I certainly didn't watch a lot of that stuff. I watched like Looney Tunes, Popeye, Cartoon Network, and even anime, like on Toonami and stuff. That's why I will, I gotta just make them disappear. I will be watching Toonami in a few short minutes, actually. What time is it? Am I already late? It literally just started. So, I guess what I'll say is, for any of you guys that are still here, thank you again for showing up and watching my stream. I appreciate it. This is definitely a shorter stream. I mean, in a way, it kind of wasn't because it was a 2-hour stream. But, I stream this once a week. Every day, or every Saturday, I stream this, so if you're interested, please feel free to stop by next week. We'll either be streaming this or Violet. I stream most other days of the week. It depends how I feel and, you know, what's going on. And, yeah, feel free to subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I feel bad that, like, I'm going to end the stream here in a few minutes, but you know how it is. It's a Saturday. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I'm going to go get some pizza, chill out, watch some anime, do some... I don't want to say clerical work, but you know how it is. We got our 2 shinies of the stream, so I'm already happy, you know? Okay, anyway, we're going to leave these dudes alone. Look at that. Look at that. I'm about to get attacked from both sides by this game. Would you believe that? Someday we're going to get that Murkrow, for sure. Like, maybe not today. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no breathing. What? Okay. Swiper's a fox, right? Yeah, I think he is. See, I don't know off the top, the top of my head if he's a fox or not. Do they not care about hoppo berries? Hello? Do you like honey? Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I have any of those. Alright, well, I'll just come around next time and be more prepared to feed these things. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't take that long. We just need the extra time to do so. But yeah, please feel free. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanos no snapping. Dude, I like that Thanos has become a verb, by the way. That's, like, one of my favorite things about, like... Normally, I don't like superhero pop culture, right? Like, there's very few things I really like from it. But I will say, like, there's something really, like, cathartic about using Thanos as a Hulk for some reason. I don't know why. It's, like, the most memorable thing that stuck with me. And by the way, like, I'm a dude that I only saw maybe, like, 3 Marvel movies in theaters, right? It was, like, Black Panther, because everybody saw Black Panther, let's be honest here. Actually, while we're here, let's see if there's a Vulpix. We need to defeat one, since I'm back here again. What else did I see? I saw Iron Man 2, but not in theaters. I don't really, like, watch it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even really watch any of the DC movies, so I'm not even playing favorites in that regard. Look at that ninja movement. That's what I'm talking about right there. That was like textbook ninja movement. I didn't want that blueberry on steroids to have all the fun. Isn't it more like a like grape color by any chance? That's the despawning animation, by the way. Yeah, basically every Beautifly spawn is also a Dustox spawn late at night, pretty much. I didn't want him to have all the fun. That's what we really need more, is we need a protagonist that does good only because he likes to fight. He doesn't actually want to save the world. He doesn't want to, you know, all that stuff. Oh, I'm not a hero. I just want to, you know, I want to kick your ass. You're pretty strong. If I save the world in the meanwhile, so be it. And, like, everyone's trying to, like, give him awards and shit. He's like, I don't really care about any of you people. I just want to fight strong people. And if being your hero means I get to do that, then, I mean, mission accomplished, right? Basically. I'm an anti-hero kind of guy, right? Like, when I was a kid, I watched Yu Yu Hakusho. Seeing people be anti-heroes was kind of funny. It was cool. It was different, right? It's like, oh, this guy is like... I like Hiei. I don't know what it is. I always identified a little more with Hiei than I did, Vegeta. Oh, here we go. Second sister. What does she have? Toxicroak? Man, the worst part, like, is that if you could get, like, one more Legends game, even if the areas are instanced, right? If you can make them bigger, you know, have more environments and stuff. Because what? Does Kanto and Johto even have... They don't have a desert in either of those regions, you know? Oh, man. I just... The possibilities are just endless. It's a shame that it'll never happen, which is really tragic. Because it could be its own little side series, you know? Different mechanics, it's a more single-player focused entity. That could be really good, you know? Just have a bigger dex. Have, like, 500 Pokemon. Give you some extra boxes or whatever. Could be really fun. It's a damn shame it will never happen. I would really enjoy that, actually. That would be really awesome, but it's a shame that this week's Pokemon Arceus had to be so short. Oh, well. Anyway. Physiologically scares and tortures Pennywise? See, I don't know about that one, Chief. But my thing is, like, I was never really afraid of clowns. Clowns never were really scary to me. I don't know why people are so scared of, like, most normal clowns. I guess it's, like, some inherent uncanny valley type shit, you know? Nope, already flying. Goodbye. Clowns never scared me like that. I don't know. I was always a little more resilient to that, I guess. It was animatronics that scared me when I was younger. That's even like I say, that's before Five Nights was even a thing. Okay. So I mean, we're teed up for Vulpix. We are teed up for a couple of different other Pokemon. So we made good progress today. We don't have to like do a ton. I know it was a shorter stream anyway. So thank you everybody for showing up. Ash, Pixon, Oh man, my memory is going, I guess. A weird artist, right? Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. Let me really quickly dunk some Pokemon back in the thing. And then we can call it a nice evening. Dora bakes people into pie. Listen, I don't subscribe to all that. This sounds like creepypasta. And watch their corpses fry. Dude, I'm disturbed. I'm very offended. Obviously. That's it. Okay. But yeah, like I said, always enjoy playing this game. So, if you're interested, please feel free. Next Saturday, same time, same place. Actually, next Saturday we probably will start an hour earlier, so we have a little bit extra time. Did I save? I think I did, right? Yeah, yeah, I did. Okay. You know, usually we do this just in you know, just as a side thing. You know how it is. So, all right. Thank you guys for stopping by the stream. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And hopefully I can see you guys on another stream. So, take it easy, everybody. And, you know, I'll play this. Fine. Whatever.